Hi, this is Vivian Stewart, the virtual librarian in Southwest Tennessee. Have you ever gone to a particular library and you weren't sure where to find what you needed and you weren't sure how to use the online catalog? Well, today I wanted to demonstrate how to use our online catalog, which is called CyberCat. And you can use these same techniques when you go to any library and feel comfortable using their catalog, even though it may not look the same. So we're starting at the library's homepage, which is www.southwest.tn.edu/library. And I am selecting CyberCat. And the basic ways you can perform a search is by keywords if you want to place a combination of words together. If you have the title of an item, if you have an author's name, if you have a subject because you don't have any authors or titles. You may want to perform a call number search to see the range of items that fall within that area, or you may have an ISBN number. You want to find out if we actually have that book based upon ISBN. So the first thing that you will have to do is select the type of search you actually want to perform to get the best results. So we're starting with a title search. So we will select title, and my first title is MLA Made Easy. And I've performed these searches earlier, so they're automatically popping up for me. And now I will submit this. And there are two matches. I'm interested in line number 2, MLA Made Easy Citation Basics for Beginners. And this was published in 2010, and then there's one entry. So I will simply select this. And this is the individual record for the item. We have the author's name, the title, where it was published, the publisher, and the copyright year. And this is all that you would need if by chance you were using this for your bibliography. You have a listing of the libraries that have copies, and all of our libraries has a copy of this. The call numbers are provided, and this is how you will find items on the shelf is by the call numbers. And the status lets you know if the items are available or if they have been checked out or if by chance they're in transit or missing. So all of these items show available. So in theory, we should be able to find copies of this book at the call number area at the various libraries. Now there are a couple of reasons why that may not be so. First of all, someone may have stolen an item and we're not aware of it, and that's unfortunate, but that does happen sometimes. Second of all, the item may have been misfiled in the wrong location. And there's a certain time during each semester that we do go through and we chef read to make sure that things are in order. Or there could be an incident where someone recently checked something out. It's been brought back, but it just has not been shelved yet. So if by chance you're searching for an item that shows available, but you can't find it, please let a staff member know, because then we have ways to check the records and to see if by chance it was pulled because of missing pages, or it's been to the bindery, or any type of reason that's not showing in CyberCat. Always check with a staff member. I also want to point out that under more details, this is where you can get additional information about the book, like how many pages, you have an ISBN number. In some cases it may actually tell you how much we actually paid for the item. Under Find Similar Items, this lets you know the subject headings that have been assigned to this book. In case you want to find additional type books, you can go to these various subject headings. I am changing our index now, and we are about to perform an author search because I'm trying to see what books we have by a certain author. And when you perform an author search, you always type in the author's last name and then first name. So I like books written by Stuart Woods, so I'm entering Woods and Stuart, and I will accept it. And now I search, and we have 26 items. Now Stuart Woods has written more than the 26 items, but this is what we have here at Southwest. So the titles of the items are listed in blue, and you have your locations listed for which libraries actually have the items. You have your icon to let you know if it may be an audio, or if it's a book, or if it may be a video. And of course you have your statuses. As I look at item number 4, in transit, lets me know that this is an item that has been requested to be sent from one location to the other. Item number 10 says missing. So the last time we searched for this item, we could not find it. But there is a possibility that we have gone back in and done shelf reading, and this item may be on the shelf now. So I would suggest that you still search for items that are marked as missing. As I go back up, for item number 4, capital crimes, 3 of our libraries actually would have copies of this. So if by chance you're at the Guild Library or take classes at the Guild Center and you would like to read this book but Guild does not have a copy, simply perform your searches we've just done, and then you would just click on request, and the page that appears actually for your name, and then it asks for a barcode number. So this is the number off of your college ID. So once you're actually submitted this, the computer will prompt you and ask which library would you like to have this delivered to, and you can designate which library is more convenient. The request goes out, staff members search for the item, and through our inter-campus delivery, it should be available within a 2-day period if they can locate it. If you receive an error message when you're trying to log in, that just simply means that our system does not recognize your barcode number. So simply give us a call or stop by one of the libraries and we can easily correct that. I am now going back and scrolling up to the top to perform another search. Now of course you could start over, or we could just simply change our index. So next we're going to subject, and I want to search for information on criminal justice. And there are 301 entries, and you know there are cases where 3 or 4 libraries may have the same item. If by chance you were interested in line number 2, administration of criminal justice, simply select this by clicking on it, and now you have a listing of those particular items. I am about to change my index now, and let's do a journal title search because you may be interested in seeing what magazines we actually have. So let's search for Ebony and search, and one record appears. That's because we did the journal title. If you had done a title search, you would have more listings in this, but I have a message that says connect to Ebony, and this would get to the electronic version. This is a listing of the various libraries that actually subscribe to Ebony magazine, and where it says the latest received, this is the latest issue that was received, which is the November 2011. This is a listing of the bound periodicals that are at the Born Bloom Library. And if by chance you want to check to see past issues that have been received, simply click on this link and it will let you know when we receive past issues. I am now going back. Remember that was a journal title search. I am changing the index to perform another title search. I'm searching for a book entitled Running 1,000 Miles for Freedom. And you may notice I did not type in the entire thing. So Running 1,000 Miles for Freedom, there are actually 2 matches. So let's select item number 1. We actually have a hard copy of this book, which is at the Parish Library, that was done in 1969. And now we have an electronic version, which was done in 1999. So we will simply click on the title. And I have an informational message that says that an electronic book accessible through the World Wide Web. Click for information. And once I actually click, down at the bottom my progress bar is moving, and this is the electronic version of the book. So you can click where it says ebook full text and open up the book and actually start reading. You can go to the table of contents, or you can download it and read it offline later on. You also have the ability to access a dictionary. So we have close to about 80,000 books or more electronically that is available via CyberCat. So I am going back. And while I have the index for title, let's search for something entitled the immune system. And I have 4 matches. I'm interested in the immune system at work. I have another informational message that says click to view. So we do have videos that are available to be viewed via CyberCat also. You can view a portion. Well, with this one, you can just view the entire video, which is 17 minutes long, simply by clicking here. And you also can make it full screen if you would like to. I'm going back. And next, let's perform another keyword search. But if I'm not sure about the correct spelling, I can truncate the word. So I'm not sure how to spell kinesiology, but I do know that it's K-I-N-E-S. And I place a question mark. And once again, I have typed something incorrectly. So let me try taking the S off. And now submit. Okay, so it has given me various possibilities, but none of these show kinesiology. So let's try changing this to title. And see, these are the variations, and kinesiology is listed here. So with the question mark, it gives variations past the E. All type of variations here. So this is the way you actually perform truncation. You can also perform Boolean searches by doing AND or OR to get variations. Over where we have search history, I just want to point out that the different searches we've done are available here, so we can always go back and choose one of them again. So if I go back and choose criminal justice, remember that was as a subject search. But I want to now change this to keywords. And there are 495. So let me show you some different things. If by chance you want to limit this to a certain library, let's say you just want to find out what's at the parish library, we can scope this by selecting parish and search. And now these are the items that should be available only at the parish library. On item number 8, I want to point out that the status says library use only, so this is a reference items. And reference items normally remain in the library, and you will have to use them there. Now I'm going to go back up, and I want to change this back to view entire collection. And next I want to show you how to modify it if by chance you're a visual learner. So if we go to modify search, by material type, we can choose the option which is here, prox medium. For this represents projected medium. And now as you can see, we have the film reels that are showing up. If by chance you have items that have been checked out, you can always log in and you are able to renew your items via CyberCat. The majority of our items check out for 28 days. You can renew them one time. And just keep in mind, you don't necessarily have to come in. You could give us a call. You can log into CyberCat and you can renew them. Or if you're on campus, just stop by one of our service desks. I am now clicking on InfoNet homepage to go back to the library's homepage, and those were the basic things I wanted to show you about using the online catalog, which is not very hard, and you may also find that there are some other shortcuts that I did not even go over today. As always, I appreciate your actually viewing the video. Please provide any comments that may be helpful. Please share this information with others. Have a great day.